Good morning, Internet world. I was up early this morning. I couldn't really sleep. Didn't go to bed till late, but I woke up at about 5 o'clock. Went to get some orange juice and stuff, and I just couldn't able to fall back to sleep. Anyway, I ordered a few things from SparkFun over like a couple weeks ago, namely these 7-segment displays here. These are just your standard 7-segment displays from SparkFun. They have a common anode, and then they are driven by their cathodes. Anyway, so I just have one running right here, right now, hooked up to my Arduino board, and the way I wired these is I'm actually only using one current limiting resistor per panel. So I have 3 current limiting resistors that's controlling the current for all the segments. It doesn't really lose that much, there's no fluctuation in brightness between the digits changing when it's so you don't get any loss of brightness and anything like that. And I'm also using a 3 transistors. They are PNP switching, or PNP transistors for each segment, so I could control them in the code a lot better. So basically, how I have it wired up is all the cathodes are wired together, and then they are separated by their transistors. So instead of having 7 wires to drive each of these, so I don't need 7, 14, 21 wires plus an anode, because I don't have 21 pins on my Arduino board. I guess you could say I'm doing a bit of multiplexing and having all my cathodes tied together, and then having the base of the transistor on 3 different lines. So I'm actually only using 7, 8, 9, 10 pins off my Arduino board versus the 21 that I would normally have to use. So yeah, let's just take a look at the... Oh, and there's a lot of wiring, I guess, underneath. You don't really see it, but if I could lift up one of these segments and show you, I'll toss up a schematic somewhere first. If anybody wants it, they can email me and I'll get you the schematic. But there's a lot of stuff actually going on underneath these panels in terms of wiring, so they don't really sit too well. But yeah, there's a 7-segment display. And then there's the back of it. It's just you have there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins at the top and 5 pins at the bottom. My camera is really crappy. It's not focusing all that well for whatever reason. So I will put that back there. And for demonstration purposes, I actually forgot to code in the 0. I just recently did that. For demonstration purposes, I have a potentiometer here hooked up to an analog input on my Arduino. So if I move this the dial here, if I can find it, move this dial. Right now it's sitting at 5, but if I move it, I could change it. And of course all the way up to 255. I actually I made use of the Arduino's built-in map function to convert the 10-bit to 8-bit. So instead of getting 1023 values, I only get 255, as I don't have a 4th panel to display 10 bits of information. Yeah, the code is quite simple. I'm not going to really go through it all, but I have all the numbers, the pin definitions for all the possible numbers set up here. And then, of course, the segments. These are the transistors here. And this is some stuff for keeping track of time. This was a test routine I wrote. And yeah, it's pretty simple, but I'm not going to go too much in depth. Here's where I break the number into segments using some fancy arithmetic. Not really that fancy, but yeah, and lay out the digits and yada yada yada. So I don't know if anyone has any questions on that. feel free to write me an email. Like I said, I'll toss up a schematic somewhere. If somebody wants it, I will just email it to them, because I'm kind of lazy to, yeah, I don't really want to put it anywhere. Yeah, so any questions, just go ahead and shoot me an email. Oh, of course, my email address is Michael Judge, that's MichaelJudge 88 @gmail.com. Peace.